being a super athlete, I was at 7% body fat, to, 6 or 7 years later, I went to a trainer and I found I was 21%. Okay, my personal trainer, I paid $50 a session. You guys only paying me $97 a month, and so far you've gotten, 26 sessions with me, okay? So a screaming deal, obviously. But anyway, when I started with my trainer, he started setting up patterns. He set up eating patterns with me, lifting patterns, and cardio patterns. Okay, I started doing them, and within about 6 months, I had gone from 21% body fat down to 11% body fat. Okay, and 11% body fat, he changed my patterns. We're trying to get from 11, and my goal is to get to 7% by summertime, and it's all about the patterns he's creating for me. Okay, and what's interesting is I look at him, and he's a big, strong guy. I think, well, he's lucky, he's working out, he doesn't have to worry about it. But for him, he's very strict as well. Every morning he wakes up, he prepares his meals. They're all following a certain diet, a certain pattern. He lifts weight, he does his cardios. He's created patterns that have created him, this made him become who he is. Okay? And so what I want to talk to you guys about right now is I want you guys to start building these patterns, building these habits into your daily routines. Okay, otherwise, when this 30 days is over, you're going to kind of fall away and you're going to slip back to your old patterns, okay, very quickly. And if you create correct patterns and create the right habits, you can build this thing from any level of success you've had so far and go, boom, from, let's say you've made it, $100 this month, you can get next month to 1,000, then from 1,000 to 5, and then 5 to 10, and you can really start growing this in the business. The nice thing about this business is it's, other businesses don't work like this. You can't grow a typical business as quick as you can an internet marketing business. Okay, it's just not possible. But if you create the right habits, you can do in this kind of a business. That's what's so exciting. So my question for you is, what are your habits so far? I've been giving you guys a lot of tools, a lot of resources, but now we need to take all of this stuff, all this knowledge you guys have been getting, all these little results you've been getting, and turn them into a consistent pattern. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about on the next slide, is what the major things we've covered so far this month, and how to turn those things into a pattern. Okay, so let's talk about creating those habits. So here are the core things we've talked about so far this month. The first one was buying paid solo ads, right? We spent a lot of time on that. The next one were sending out free ads. The next ones were reviewing products on your product review website, driving links to those product reviews, and then posting in the forums. Okay, so there's kind of 5 separate tasks here we've learned in the last 4 weeks. So for you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys spent week number 1 doing paid solo ads, week number 2 doing some paid and some free, week number 3 you reviewed some products, and a lot of you guys just kind of forgot about the thing in the week prior. Okay, these things are all things that need to be consistently done. Okay, my business, you look at my Outlook calendar, and I block out sections of my day. Okay, I wake up in the morning, I know when I first get to the office, boom, this is my time when I do this thing, and then from this time I do this, and you're buying solo ads on Monday and Thursday, whatever it is, whatever schedule is going to work for you, figure that out. Okay, it can be first thing in the morning, it can be last thing at night, it can be during your lunch hour. I don't care what it's going to work for you. The key is you need to develop the habit. Okay, you need to block it out in your calendar and make sure it happens consistently. Okay, the consistency is how you win this game. The internet marketers who make the most money are also the most consistent. Okay, I look at guys like John Allness, and I envy him. If you guys have been on his list, like I recommended, I think back on day 6 or 7, so he sends out 2 emails a day to his list every single day. He's consistent. He never misses a day. Okay, and I envy that kind of consistency. I'm not as good as him. I'm pretty consistent in most of my things, but not as good as him. Okay, but the most consistent person, when you find a pattern or a behavior that works and you're rewarded for it, becoming consistent in that pattern is how you're going to win this game. Okay, so again, start creating your habits. Get out. If you guys... You should be using some kind of calendar. I use Outlook for my calendar. If you're not, use Google Calendar or something, but have a calendar and block out your day. Start scheduling things out, because that way you actually do them. Okay, if you don't schedule them out, I promise you'll never do them. You'll come back in 30 days from now and say, man, that thing I was building, it all disappeared. I wonder why. And the reason why is because you didn't create the habits. Okay, so make sure you're creating the habits. Okay, so your homework for today is to go into Outlook or Google Calendar or iCalendar, whatever calendar system is hooked to your email that you can use, and start scheduling out your weeks. And again, this is not talking about 8 hours a day. I'm talking about 20 to 30 minutes a day. You're scheduling these things into your daily tasks.